Welcome to your weekly tarot reading for July 14th to the 20th. In this video, I will be reading for all 12 zodiac signs with timestamps provided below so you can easily jump to your sign. I'm Heather Ellis and I've been reading tarot for over 30 years. I combine the traditional meanings of the cards with intuitive insights to bring forward messages meant to guide you. Here on my channel, I help you find clarity in love, money, and well-being, whether you are here for a reading or to learn tarot for yourself. My goal is to support you in living with more purpose and self-trust. Please note that the weekly tarot readings are general readings for each zodiac sign, and therefore the sun sign may not resonate with you. To get a complete picture of the energy coming in for you this week and how it may impact you, be sure to check out the readings for your sun, moon, and rising signs. If you are learning tarot, don't forget to check my Tarot Talk Tuesday series where I break down one card each week in a simple bite-sized way. You will find the link to the first episode in the description below. If you find value in today's video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really and truly does help the channel grow and tells me what kind of content you want to see more of. Now let's dive into the cards and see what the week ahead has in store for each zodiac sign. Welcome, my Aries friends. This reading is for you. And we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Lovers. And we have the World. And at the very bottom of the deck, your overall energy, we have the Emperor. Wow, you have three major arcana cards this week, Aries. So with the Emperor being the overall energy for you for the week, this is telling me that this week, Aries, you need to move forward with persistence, hard work, determination, focus. This is all about the material world, and you create what the environment that you are creating for yourself and what you are any plans, ideas, anything that you want to manifest. It's you having drive and ambition to go after it this week, and that looks like that's what you are doing. Now, you have the Knight of Swords. You have the Lovers, and you have the World as well. So this is indicating to me that with the Knight of Swords, you have some kind of idea, you have an idea that you want to start, and you're taking action this week. You're deciding that's it. You're going forward with it. You're pushing forward with it, because Knights are the doers of the tarot deck. They are the action cards. They're on a mission, on a quest. They're slaying that dragon. They're finding that treasure. And that's you, but it's in the area of the mental realm, your communication, your thoughts, your ideas, your intellect. So for some of you, you could be learning new skills and new abilities. You could be going back to school. You could actually be taking that action right now. You could even be apprenticing, but it's whatever it is, you've made plans already, and now you are putting them into motion. And I do think that this is a new thing with this Emperor here that you're trying to do, because you have the World. The World indicates one chapter is ending and a new one can begin. So the Knight is still a fresh, younger energy. So I do think this is the new thing that you want to get going. That some area of your life, some chapter, some life lesson is coming to a conclusion. It's wrapping up, may have just wrapped up for you, and it's now opening a new opportunity, or you're deciding on the next stage, the next step, the next chapter, the next lesson that you want to move forward with in your life, and that's what you're doing. You're moving forward with that. The Lovers can indicate a relationship, a very close relationship with another person, one where you bring out the best in each other. So you could be doing this with a partner. You could be doing this with a life partner, business partner, but it also indicates making a decision and a choice. And I think both of these descriptions and both of these ways of interpreting the Lovers card are playing out for you. I think that you are not going about this solo. It's not an independent project. If you are in a partnered relationship, your partner is on board with you, is really what I'm seeing with that. If you aren't partnered, or it's not about your romantic partner, then this is a business partner, or just, a friend that is engaged in helping you with whatever plan that it is that you're trying to move forward with this week, Aries. But yeah, and then it's also the decision and the choice to actually start taking action this week. I do feel like the card before the Knight of Swords would have been the Page of Swords, and that's that planning stage, not really taking action yet. So I think this week you're making that decision to move forward because you have that Emperor energy. And the Emperor is a card of Aries. It has that energy. It's ruled by Mars. So that ambition, that drive, that forward motion. I really love this for you. This is a great energy for you this week, Aries. I'm going to pull a final card. This is a Mystic Forest Oracle card, just to see if there's any messages for you from Spirit and the angels. And we've got a new chapter. Can't make this stuff up. So a new chapter. When things seem to be falling apart, be aware that things may be coming together in ways that suit the next phase of your life even better. And yeah, I do think with that world, one chapter's ending and new one's beginning, and you are embarking on that this week, Aries. So comment below. I'd love to hear how that is playing out and what it is that you're doing. And I hope this resonated and you enjoyed the reading. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, click on that notification bell, and I will see you next week, Aries. Take care. And up now are my Taurus friends. Let's see what energy is coming in for you this week. Okay, we have got I don't have my glasses on, so forgive me. The writing is quite light. The Ace of Swords. We have got the Four of Pentacles. We have got the Moon. Ooh. First time using this deck too, so I'm quite enjoying the pictures here. and you have the 10 of Pentacles as your overall energy. Okay, you are building something this week, Taurus. Okay. With this 10 of Pentacles as your overall energy, this is telling me that you've built stability in your life. You've been working hard to build your kingdom, to surround yourself with that stability, to make yourself feel secure, find that safe space in the world. And that's your overall energy, though. It's you are enjoying what you've created, and you feel nourished that way, at least in the terms of material world, right? In what you've surrounded yourself to create that stability and that security. But you're continuing that. And I feel like you're trying to continue to grow that wealth, grow those investments, build towards your retirement, continue to build that security because you have the Four of Pentacles. That is on your mind. Building your resources, how to conserve your resources. This is something that's really on your mind this week. And with this Ace of Swords, this is a brand new idea or opportunity. So you could be receiving a download this week, Taurus, on how you can better build your financial portfolio, how you can conserve money, save money, budget money, and even just better spend it more wisely. And then you also have the Moon too. So it's almost like you're getting this download, but I do feel like it's intuitive. But another thing with the Moon, it's a funny card. It is about our intuition and being connected to our intuition, but it can also be the hidden, right? Secrets, the things that we even hide from ourselves, our shadow self, our shadow side. The Moon, it illuminates things, but not as brightly as the sun. So there's still some shadows. There are still some things that are hidden. And I feel like in this card, though, it's a little bit different than traditional Moon cards. Like you see the crab still coming out of the water, but you see these two people, these two women here, a young one and an older one, and they're looking up at the Moon. And it's like this experience and wisdom that is gained, or this wisdom that is and knowledge that is gained through experience, an experience of life. And you also see the eye in the Moon, right? That third eye, that intuition. So it's connecting to that side of yourself. And I feel like it's that connection that provides that download that comes in for what you can do and what you can work towards to build this 10 of Pentacles energy, that security. But some of that too, and some of that download is, and this is where I'm getting a long way around to the hidden and that shadow side, the things that we bury deep. This can be parts of yourself that you don't normally let shine. And these can be skills and abilities that you have, knowledge that you have. And this is bubbling up and coming up to the surface so you can use that to your advantage. So I feel like this week you are actually going to be finding, or what's coming to the surface are some hidden skills, some hidden talents, some hidden knowledge that you didn't even realize, things that you are capable of doing that you didn't even realize that you were capable of doing. And you are using that to your advantage to help build stability and security in your life. I'm hoping that makes sense to you. It makes sense to me in my mind. But yeah, please comment below. I would love to hear how that plays out. And perhaps you're doing some shadow work around money, right? Some of those limiting beliefs that you could have some limiting beliefs that you've had since childhood. They were kind of like ingrained in your subconscious, and perhaps you are bringing that to the light this week, Taurus, to kind of overcome some of those money, the setbacks, the things that hold you back with that. So I'm pulling one final card. It is a Mystic Forest Oracle card for final messages for you, and you got Behold Beauty. So when you insist that the world is hostile and others are your enemies, don't be surprised that it is. Self-fulfilling prophecies fortunately work both ways. And that's making me think, again, what I said at the very end, your limiting beliefs about money, the things that hold you back from bringing that prosperity into your life. I do believe that you're doing some shadow work this week and you're bringing those things to light, those subconscious patterns, those subconscious beliefs that are limiting and holding you back in any kind of way. And you're finally clearing them out so you can work towards building that financial security and abundance in your life. Let me know how that plays out. I'd love to hear about it. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it resonated. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, click on that notification bell, and I will see you next week, Taurus. Take care. And up now, my Gemini friends, let's see what energy is coming in for you for this week. And we have Judgment. We have the High Priestess. We have the Knight of Wands. Huh. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, Gemini. So the overall energy for you for this week is the Ten of Swords. So that is a painful ending. So the Ten of Swords, I mean, you see the card, it's not the most friendly card. This person is laying down, they've got 10 swords stuck in them, and presumably they're lying there dead. So the 10 swords represent challenges that you've been experiencing and you've been working hard to overcome. Now, with it being a 10, that does mean that is a culmination, a completion of an energy cycle. So all the things that have been difficult and challenging are coming to a conclusion and an end this week. And you're finally moving past that. So that is the good news. But the bad news is you're still kind of working through that energy. But it's coming to a completion. It's coming to an end. But what I really find interesting is these other cards that you have. You have two major arcana, and then you have this Knight of Wands. You have positive cards. This is really powerful energy that you have this week, Gemini. And what this is really telling me is I'm really feeling like that those challenges are yourself. It's your own beliefs, your own limiting beliefs, your own ideas, your subconscious, the things that have held you back, and you have finally overcoming that energy. And the reason why I say that is because you have Judgment here. And Judgment is a wake-up call to your soul's purpose, and it is clarity, and you having clarity. It's almost like a do-over energy, right? And or a second chance. And that paired with the Knight of Wands, the Knights are the action-oriented cards of the tarot deck. They're moving forward. They're on a quest. They're on a mission. They are slaying that dragon, finding that treasure. And Wands energy is about your passions, your creativity, what inspires you, what makes you want to get up in the morning. So what I'm seeing is a wake-up call to what you feel passionate about. Okay, what inspires you? What's your hobbies? What lights that inner fire? And with it being a night, you're taking action this week. So you're going forward with it. You're pushing forward with something that really ignites that fire inside of you. And you have the high priestess. You're connected to your intuition. You are connected to divine knowledge and wisdom. And you're getting those downloads this week. And that is where you have overcome that 10 of Swords energy. So I feel like anything that was those challenges that is represented with that 10 of Swords was all the limiting things that were holding you back from being your authentic self, from really, connecting with that drive, that inner passion, that inner fire and flame, and pushing forward with it and letting the world see that side of you, Gemini. And yeah, you're getting this clarity, and you're making this decision that, no, I'm going to be me. I'm going to let my light shine. And that's what I'm really seeing. Yeah, I love this for you, Gemini. I'm just going to pull one more card, a final card. So this is a Mystic Force Oracle card. And yeah, I did thought that one turned over. So I am going to read the one that flipped over when I was shuffling there, and you've got energetic pull. So it says, a true master knows that you create through your actions. There's those actions right there. That Knight of Wands, you are moving forward with that. Do not hesitate when you feel the energy pulling you. Follow it fearlessly and move worlds. I love this for you. I'm getting goosebumps and everything. I love this. Please comment below. I would love to hear how this is playing out for you, Gemini, and I hope this resonated with you. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, click on that notification bell, and I will see you next week. Take care. Okay, my Cancer friends, it is now your turn. Let's see what energy is coming in for you this week. And we have the Two of Cups. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Emperor. And at the very bottom of the deck, the overall energy that we have is the Three of Swords. Okay. Okay, so Cancer, this is going to be a bit of a difficult, challenging week for you, especially emotionally on the inside. And like I know, Cancer, you're represented by that crab. You have that hard outer shell, but you have that ooey gooey inside. You feel emotions so deeply, and I do feel like this is going to be an emotional week for you. And I feel that because you have the Three of Swords as your overall energy. So this is essentially anything that you've poured your heart and soul into, and then it doesn't turn out the way you were expecting it to, and you are heartbroken. And that is your overall energy for the week. I do feel like you are moving through this grief. You are moving through this heartbreak and letting it go. And I feel like how you are doing that is through the support of someone close to you. For others of you, this is going to be where the heartbreak did come from someone around you. So whether or not you felt like you were betrayed or let down, or even a breakup, some of you, it's going to play out that way. But for most of you, I really feel like this is more about something you invested a lot of yourself in didn't turn out the way you expected to, whether or not that's a relationship, that's money, career, finance. But you are mourning it and you are healing from it. You are moving through that feeling of grief and loss. And you're doing it through the support of other people or support of someone very close to you. And how you are also getting through is with this Emperor energy, okay? You're trying to come from a place that's not one of emotion so much, but more of a grounded, in a realistic viewpoint, like trying to see the situation as clearly as possible, and using that determination, that willpower, that control, that realism to get through this painful energy. And I feel like that's how it's playing out for most of you. But for some of you, this will be, it doesn't necessarily mean the termination of a relationship, but it can be, or just something very disruptive is happening in a relationship and you feel heartbroken, but you're still willing to work through it, or you're walking away here with that Six of Swords. That's going to resonate differently for each of you. Please comment below. I'd love to hear how it is playing out for you. And I'm going to pull one final card. It is a Mystic Forest Oracle card. And just if we can get one more message for you. And you have Stay True. Okay. So the message for you is the need for validation from others is an illusion. You are not responsible for how others perceive you, but it is your responsibility to stay true to yourself. Yeah, so regardless, in getting over this heartbreak, this loss, this mourning, whatever that represents for you, it's how you deal with it is by being true to yourself. So those are the messages I have for you, Cancer. I hope they resonated. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, click on that notification bell, and I will see you next week. Take care. And now for you wonderful Leos. Let's see what energy is coming in for you for this week. And we have the Chariot. We have the Justice. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. And then we have the 10 of Wands. Okay. So the overall energy for the week for you this week, Leo, is the 10 of Wands. That represents responsibility, burdens being placed on your shoulders. Okay. Do know that it being a 10 of Wands, that does mean that all the I feel like you've had a lot of responsibility placed on your shoulders. And that's creating a bit of stress for you. You're feeling burned, you're feeling weighed down. But do know that that is coming to an end this week because it is a 10. And 10s are a completion of an energy cycle. So all of these responsibilities that have been put on you are wrapping up and coming to a completion this week. So do know that. But you have the Chariot, you have Justice, and you have the Seven of Pentacles. So with Justice, I do see this can be a card of balance. It can be a card of a decision. It can be legal matters. For some of you, it can be like mediation. It can be signing contracts. It's going to play out differently for each of you because it is a general reading. But for many of you, I feel like this is clarity and a decision being made. Because you have the Seven of Pentacles here, you are assessing, you are taking stock and assessing your situation. There's also a little bit of delayed success. And I feel like that is also comes back to this 10 of Wands, that responsibility, the stress, the burdens that have been placed on you have made you have to postpone or delay something. But either way, with that Seven of Pentacles, you are looking at your situation and you are taking stock of, okay, this is the energy I've been putting out. These are the returns I'm getting on it. Do they match? Do I need to change what I'm doing? And that is where that clarity is coming in. That's where that decision is coming in. You are assessing and you are making a decision that's practical because you don't want to be stuck in this 10 of Wands energy. You don't want to be burdened down. You don't want to feel like there's no progress being made. You want to move forward. So that's exactly what you're doing. You are getting clarity and you're making a decision because you are taking stock and evaluating. So this can be in your relationships, this can be in money, career, finance, this can be just in a passion project or your life in general. And once you make that decision, once you have that clarity, you are moving forward with the Chariot energy. So the good news for you this week, Leo, is that these responsibilities, this feeling of being weighed down and unable to move forward, it's coming to a conclusion and you are going to start seeing forward motion, you're going to see progress happening and forward momentum, forward movement. But the one thing with the Chariot is you do need that clarity. You need to know what your end goal is, and then you need that determination and focus and perseverance to go after it. And I know you can do that, Leo. But because the Chariot is a card of success, but with that focused determination comes that success. So I do like seeing that for you. Comment below, let me know how that is playing out for you. I'd like to know too what area of life that is playing out for you. And I was pulling one final card, and this is the one that flipped over. So you got a new chapter. Yeah, these burdens are gone, right? This is allowing you to start that new chapter. I think that you've been wanting to start here. So you got the new chapter. When things seem to be falling apart, be aware that things may be coming together in new ways that suit the next phase of your life even better. So that is the final message for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading and I hope it resonated. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below, and I will see you next week. Leo, take care. Okay, my Virgo friends, this one is for you. Let's see what energy is coming in for you this week. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so far I like that. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Four of Swords, and at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Swords. Okay. Okay, so Virgo, your overall energy for the week is the Page of Swords. So this is news or information coming into you. It can even be clarities, or that news or information that comes into you gives you clarity. And it can also represent a learning opportunity. So perhaps you have an opportunity to learn a new skill, learn a new trade, go back to school. Perhaps you're doing an online course or have an opportunity for it. It doesn't indicate that you're actually doing it yet, because pages are, knights would be taking action, but this is the page. This is that novice energy, that just beginning this. So for some of you though, I do feel like more this is just information coming to you. And that information is coming to you because you've taken some time out for some inner reflection with this Four of Wands. So this whole week you're getting this clarity, and when you get that download, when you get that clarity, when you get that information, it's changing things. It is changing things for you. Things are turning around. Anything in your life that hasn't been working out, that's going to change. Because you do have the Wheel of Fortune. This is kind of what comes around goes around. It's also the Wheel of Fate, karma, but it's also a card of good fortune and good luck. And then you have the Knight of Wands here, which is taking action about things that inspire you, your creativity, your passions, and going for it fearlessly, right? So this is, I feel like whatever clarity, whatever information is coming into you, it is inspiring you. You're going to start moving forward. You're going to be taking action this week, decisive action, and that action that you're taking, the steps that you take to move forward with whatever area of life this is for you, it is going to bring you luck. You are protected by the universe, and it's trying to open those doors for you. So you can connect with what inspires you, what you're passionate about, what excites you, what makes you want to get up out of bed in the morning. So please comment below. I'd love to hear how that, or what specifically this is, and then what that Knight of Swords Knight of Wands represents for you. Remember, these are general readings, so this is why it is a little bit vague. And what area of your life it is for you, it can be different for each and every one of you. So, because they are general readings. But I'm going to pull one final card from Spirit and the Angels, and let's see, you have let go. So let go of negative people and toxic beliefs. Your time on earth is precious. Invest it wisely and be mindful of who you spend time with. So perhaps that is your clarity. Maybe that's what's been holding you back and holding you down is maybe it's other people in your life. Maybe the naysayer saying, well, you can't do that. And this week you finally get that clarity and you decide, no, you're not going to tell me what to do, or you're not going to make me feel like I can't believe in myself, and you just go for it. And I tell you, if you go for it, it's going to pay off with that Wheel of Fortune there. So I love this for you, Virgo. And I hope you enjoyed it. Again, comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And be sure to like, share, subscribe, and click on the notification bell. I will see you next week. Virgo, take care. And now for my Libra friends, let's see what energy is coming in for you this week. And we have the Hermit. We have the Ten of Wands. we have the Four of Cups. And at the very bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Okay, so Libra, well, your overall energy is the Three of Pentacles. So this is working towards a common goal with other people, collaboration, and working together, compromise. And that's your overall energy for the week. So for many of you, I do feel like this is either in your work and career, or this is just your day-to-day life and something that you're trying to achieve or accomplish with some other people. So it could be friends, it could be something you're doing around the house, that kind of thing. But I don't feel like this is relationships, as in like romantic relationships. With the Three of Pentacles, again, you're collaborating with other people. You are working with other people on a common goal, a common project here. I'm going to start with the Ten of Wands. This is a card of a lot of responsibility. So whatever this collaboration is, whatever this group project is, or you're working with other people on, I feel like you're carrying most of the responsibility and the burdens with that. And I feel like this is making you feel you're feeling taken advantage of. And it's giving you this feeling of apathy, like you no longer feel connected to the project, to the group, to this, because you feel like you're being taken advantage of. You're feeling like you're being like walked all over, used and abused, right? Then I'm going to flip for a moment over now, or jump over to the Hermit for a moment, because this is inner reflection. This is finding that inner guidance, that inner wisdom, and going within for answers. So as you're working on something, as you're being, the one that's carrying the weight, carrying the responsibility, and this is making you feel disconnected emotionally to the end goal, to the project, to the people involved, I feel like you're also taking a moment to reflect, and you're trying to find the silver lining to that. Like, why should I continue to carry the burden? Maybe I should just walk away from that. And instead of doing that, you're going within and reflecting and looking at, okay, how can this situation serve me? How can it benefit me? And from that, you do get an answer with the surprise gift that's coming in from that Four of Cups. And I just want to say that because you're carrying the responsibility, because you're carrying most of the weight, or you're carrying the group through, it's going to pay off. You might not feel like you're being recognized now, but down the road you are going to get recognized for the hard work you're putting into this, and it's going to pay off. Okay, it's almost like if this was a work project, for example, and you're the one putting in most of the work, even though it's a group project, and you're thinking that, okay, I'm being taken advantage of, and the boss is never going to know that I've put in the most work, that I've carried this through, that I'm the reason that this project has succeeded. I'm going to tell you right now, your boss is noticing, and you just don't know it. Okay? So that's kind of what I see, that there will be some kind of reward or payoff for you carrying the extra weight, Libra. And I'm going to pull one final card. This is a Mystic Forest Oracle card for a final message for you. And you got participate. So do not confuse intention with entitlement. The entitlement to demand from the world leaves you with nothing. The world is rich, and so are you. Okay, and that's the final message for you, Libra. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please comment below. I'd like to hear how that resonated with you and how that's playing out this week. And be sure to like, share, subscribe, click on that notification bell, and you have a wonderful week, Libra. Take care. Okay, my Scorpio friends, it is now your turn. Let's see what energy is coming in for you for the week. And we start off with the Seven of Pentacles. And it is followed by the Page of Cups. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Wands. That one just wants to keep coming out for everyone this week. Okay, so your overall energy, Scorpio, is responsibilities. You have a lot of weight on your shoulders, stress, burdens, responsibilities. You are feeling weighed down. Not your overall energy for the week. The one thing, so you are working very hard. And I can see that too with that Two of Pentacles here. What I do want you to know is that the tens are a completion of an energy cycle. So all that stress, burdens, responsibility, it will be coming to a conclusion this week. And so that's the good news for you. That's the nice thing. But I can tell that you have a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders because you have the Two of Pentacles here. This is you multitasking. You have many balls that you're juggling that are up in the air. You have got many things on the go. You are trying to balance things. This can be a work-life balance, right? Like you have a lot of responsibilities at home, a lot of responsibilities at work, and there's like no time for you, right? But the one thing with the Two of Pentacles is you are successfully managing all of these responsibilities and multitasking, but at some point you're going to start dropping balls, right? At some point you're going to have to make a decision on what you need to focus on and what you maybe need to delegate or just set aside for now. And that's where that Seven of Pentacles comes in, because this is a card, it is a card of delayed success, but it is also a card of taking stock of, okay, this is the energy I'm putting out into this. What are the rewards and returns coming back to me? And do they balance and do they match? And so you're taking stock of everything that you're doing and all the things that you're putting effort and energy into, and okay, which ones are paying off, which ones are most successful, and which ones maybe not right now that I can maybe either set aside or delegate or hand off to someone else. So you're taking that into consideration, and that's one of the things that's going to lead to that release of responsibility for you this week, Scorpio. But with the Page of Cups here in the middle here, I will say the projects that you are going to hang on to, the things that you want to focus on the most, are going to be related to the emotional world. Okay, so I do feel like if this is a work-life balance, you are going to try and slow down things that are going on at work and focus a little bit more on the home and on your relationships and on your connections with others with this Page of Cups energy. Because again, that is our emotional realm. It's our connections with other people. It's also our intuition. And so I do feel like you are going to be putting your friends, family, and even yourself, make these the priority for you, and maybe look at where you can lighten the load a little bit at work. And that's really what I see for you, Scorpio, for this week. I am going to pull one more card. This is a Mystic Forest Oracle card for a final message for you. And we have time to act. So you don't have to know everything in advance. Take the first step and watch it unfold. You can deal with whatever your path reveals, and you are ready. So that is the final message for you, Scorpio. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Be sure to comment below. I'd love to hear how this is playing out for you, what you hang on to, what you continue to move forward with, and what you release. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, click on that notification bell, and I will see you next week, Scorpio. Take care. And now for my Sagittarius friends, this one is for you. And you have the Six of Swords. You have the Tower. And you have the Fool. Okay. And at the very bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, well, this is interesting. Okay, so Sagittarius, your overall energy that you have for the week is the Nine of Pentacles. So this is a card of financial abundance, financial success, material gains, surrounding yourself with the comforts of life, but it's all done through your hard work and your perseverance. You have earned it. You have created it. You have built that for yourself. The other thing with it is, another interpretation for it is that you have been working really hard, and so hard that you're not focusing on anything else around you, and you need to take time to enjoy what you've built. Okay, And also, it's a card of independence where you've done it alone, and maybe now it's time for you to let others in, right? So those are the different kinds of meanings and the ways that card can play out. This is a general reading, so it is going to resonate differently for each of you. So just know that. But the one thing that I am seeing here, so you have the Tower here. I'm just going to move these around because this is how I see them playing out. Okay. So you've been working very hard, okay, to create stability in your life. And that is your overall energy for the week. And then we have the Tower come in. So there's either some kind of news or something happens that disrupts your world. Okay. Usually unwanted. Sometimes it's just completely unexpected and catches us unaware. So it's that shock and awe moment with the Tower, right? So completely unexpected. And because of that, you kind of have to change and pivot, right? So, and the one thing with the Tower is it is challenging. It's difficult energy. So this unexpected thing, it's not pleasant. It is difficult. And it's going to resonate differently for each of you because it is a general reading. So this could be in the area of your money, career, finances. It could be your health. It could be your relationships, or it could just be in your day-to-day life, or all of the above. That's going to be different for each of you, and you'll know which area of life this is resonating for you. But whatever this unexpected change is, this unwanted change, this turmoil that comes in for you, you are going to take action quite quickly. With this Sagittarius, you're not going to sit and stew on it, and you're not going to sit and feel sorry for yourself, okay? You are going to look to put that behind you as quickly as possible and move forward to greener pastures with this Six of Swords energy, okay? You're not going to let that incident or that news or information, whatever it is, hold you down and hold you back, because you're just not like that. So you are actually going to see it as an opportunity. Because as you are transitioning and changing, we have then the Fool, which is being optimistic and hopeful for the new potential, new beginning. So it's almost like one area or one thing in your life comes crashing down, and then you kind of look at that and think, maybe that wasn't built on a very solid foundation. Maybe I could do that better, or maybe that really wasn't for me. Maybe this is a blessing in disguise, and I'm going to do this instead. And that is that Fool energy. You're seeing this as one door closes, another one opens. So I love that energy, that very positive attitude and optimistic attitude. And by the end of the week, you are moving in a new direction. You're very hopeful and excited about it. And it's full of so much potential for you. And again, that potential to create stability and regain that stability in your life. So that's what I see for you, Sagittarius. Please comment below. I'd love to hear how this is playing out for you. Yeah, and I hope that resonated. So I have one more card I'm pulling for you. This is a Mystic Forest Oracle card, and you got the key. So all you do with ease and enthusiasm is the path to your goal. Actions are secondary. Make the energy within your primary focus. Do not underestimate the little joys. And I think that's exactly what you're doing. It's this optimistic attitude that is making it very easy for you to pick up the pieces after this Tower energy. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Sagittarius. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, click on the notification bell, and I will see you next week. Take care. And now for my Capricorn friends, and I am one of you. So hopefully this is a good reading. So let's see what is coming out and what's in the cards for this week. And we have the Knight of Wands. That's been coming out for so many people this week. We have the Knight of Swords. Woo! A lot of action this week. We have the Emperor. Okay, I'm liking this so far. And at the very bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. Okay. So for Capricorn, for some of you, this is a brand new opportunity in your relationships because this is the overall energy for the week. I'm not feeling like that's it for most of you, but I'm still going to just explain this energy for those that it does resonate this way. So for those of you who are single, this can be a new opportunity to find someone this week. And the energy of these people are going to be with the Knight of Wands. This is a lot of passion. This is a person that really, there's passion, there's fire, there is, really good chemistry and connection with that person. And with the Knight of Swords, this is also intellectual stimulation. So it's almost like the best of both worlds here. And the person has the energy of the Emperor. This is someone who's very determined, successful, and practical, grounded, and is a hard worker. This person is someone that achieves their goals. So I'm going to end it there with that. Can also be with relationships. It can be a next stage or opportunity within the relationship. So again, you could be already in a relationship and it becomes where you become exclusive, or maybe you get engaged, maybe you get married, maybe you decide to have a child, maybe you decide to move in together, whatever that is. But that's the relationship side of it. So for some of you, this could also be like a passion project here, or just your day-to-day life, but it's something that's an opportunity for you to emotionally connect to whatever it is that you're doing. And I feel like it's almost like you're finding a new hobby, okay, Capricorn, or you're finding new inspiration, or finding something new that you're passionate and excited about that makes you want to get out of bed in the morning, and that you're running with it because it's the Knight. You're moving forward with this. And with it also being the Knight of Swords, I do feel like it's a brand new hobby that you're finding, or a new passion, because the Knight of Swords implies learning, okay? That you're learning new skills, you're learning new abilities, or you're learning to master this, whatever this is, whatever this passion is. And you're very excited about it. And then on top of that, you have the Emperor here. So this is very grounded, practical, determined, hardworking, realistic energy, being a leader. So for some of you, you could actually be trying to take a hobby and a passion project and turn it into something that can actually make you money. And you can do something with it in the material world, because the Emperor is also about material world, right? Like it's how can I build and create my material world? He doesn't care about the wishy-washy stuff, the spiritual stuff. He's more grounded in the practical things that he can touch and feel. And this represents your energy, Capricorn. You're the Emperor. You're the person that's being the leader, that wants to create with this Knight of Wands and this Knight of Swords energy. So what is it that you're learning? What is it that you are strategizing? What plans are you making to turn that passion project, that thing, that opportunity that you are emotionally connected to? What is it? What is it that you are trying to achieve and turn into something practical and tangible in this world? I'd love to hear all about it. Make sure that you comment below, my fellow Capricorns. And I hope this resonated with you. I'm going to pull one more card. So this is a Mystic a Mystic Forest Oracle card. And you got fulfillment. Oh, that's lovely. So you don't need anyone's approval to pursue and fulfill your purpose. Embrace your unique journey and trust that it's leading you where you need to go. That, to me, sums up this energy quite nicely. So I will just leave it at that. So Capricorn, be sure to like, share, subscribe, click on that notification bell, and I will see you next week. Take care. And now for my Aquarius friends, let's see what energy is coming in for you this week. And we have the Chariot. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And then we have the Five of Swords. Okay, so Aquarius, your overall energy is the Five of Swords. The good news with that is it is a card of success. The bad news with it is that it comes at a cost. It is a card of conflict and opposition. You do have the Seven of Pentacles, and you do have the Knight of Pentacles and the Chariot. So I do feel like for many of you, this is about work, and what you're experiencing this week is challenges, obstacles at work that somebody, I'm feeling like somebody is getting in your way and causing delays in your success at work. And when I say success, I mean where perhaps it's promotions, advancement, recognition, whatever it is, because the Seven of Swords, or Seven of Pentacles, sorry, does indicate a delay, that you require a little bit more patience, persistence, and hard work in order to achieve the end goal. And that's what's required. But you do have the Knight of Pentacles, which is forward movement, but it's slow and steady wins the race. It's very grounded and practical. Of all the knights, this is the one that always succeeds and overcomes the challenges. And this Five of Swords is that challenge here. And again, I feel like there's, I just really feel like there's some pettiness. If this is relating to the your work environment, I feel like there's some backstabbing and pettiness going on in the office, and you just really feel like this is really impacting your reputation in some kind of way, and that this is what's leading to some of the delays or the stalls in you being recognized, or you getting advancement, or even just forward movement in your career in any kind of way. But do know that with continued hard work and persistence, that you will make headway, okay? That you will be recognized, that you will get those advances, you will get those promotions here, because again, that Five of Swords is a card of success. The only caveat with that card is with any kind of rivalry, make sure that your actions are above board, okay? If someone else is backstabbing you or gossiping about you, don't stoop to their level, because in the end, that will come back to haunt you, and that will hold you back if you do that. Now, if they, on the other hand, do that, that will eventually be recognized, and they're the ones that are going to take the fall. So just know that. But the other thing I want to focus on too is the Chariot here. So this is really, you being focused, you being determined, having that patience, putting in that hard work, and that is what's going to help you win. That's going to help you succeed, but also keeping your eye on the prize, right? Having that focus of knowing exactly what your goals are, and then staying true to that, staying focused on that, and staying determined. And that is what's going to create success for you in that career or work environment, Aquarius. So I'm going to pull one final card. This is a Mystic Forest Oracle card, and we're going to pull from the bottom of the deck, and you got Heart Path. So it is not worth pursuing a path without passion. This road will only lead you to uncertainty and frustration. Follow your heart, and you can't go wrong. So that is the final message for you, Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I hope it resonated. Please comment down below. I'd love to hear how this is playing out for you. And be sure to like, share, subscribe, and click on that notification bell, and I will see you next week. Take care. And now for my Pisces friends. Let's see what energy is coming in for you this week. Okay, so we start out with the Ten of Swords. And then we have the Knight of Cups. And then we have the Four of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords. Okay, so Pisces, there's a lot going on. There's a little bit of happiness, but there's a lot of, I feel like I want to actually say the word melancholy this week for you. So the overall energy for you for this week is the Six of Swords. This is a transition. This is a card of movement, change, but it's moving away from things that are difficult and challenging that might have even have been painful into calmer waters, into something that's more positive for you and healthier for you. So what is it that you're moving away from? Well, you do have this Ten of Swords energy, and this is a painful completion, ending to something that was very painful and challenging. So I feel like you're finally releasing whatever that is this week, Pisces, and that is where this transition and change is happening, that you've decided to release this and let this go and move into, just move towards things that are more positive for you. Now, this is a general reading. It's going to resonate differently for each of you. For this, some of you, this could be in your money, career, finances. Others, it could be in your relationships. So romantic relationships, partnerships, business partnerships, whatever that is, it will be different for each of you. Others, it can be in your health and wellness, it could be in your day-to-day life, or it can be all in the above. You will know how it resonates for you. It is a general reading. So we have this Ten of Swords. You are transitioning, deciding to let go, release that energy, move away from it, move into something more positive. You also have this Four of Cups here too, because this Ten of Swords created this feeling of apathy. It had this feeling of, you really felt emotionally disconnected and perhaps even emotionally dead inside, almost like you didn't feel anything, right? And that's how you knew it was you had to let it go. You had to release that energy and change and move. But the other reason I think why you've made that decision was because a surprise gift comes in. This is the one thing with the Four of Cups. These three cups that provide that emotional happiness and fulfillment are no longer fulfilling you. But the universe, this hand is holding out another cup that is full with new possibility, new potential, new emotional fulfillment and completion. And you've recognized it and you've seen it and you are running with it, because then you have the Knight of Cups. And knights are the doers of the tarot deck. They're the action-oriented cards. They're on a quest. They're on a mission. The knight is slaying the dragon, finding the treasure. So you are taking that cup and you are running with it to find your own emotional fulfillment. The only thing is, and I am going to pull a clarifier. I kind of want to know about that Knight of Cups. Like, what is it that you're transitioning to? Where are you going? What is it that you are seeking for that emotional fulfillment? And just let's see what it is. This might help to clarify too what area of life it is for you. But again, general reading, it's going to be different for each of you. Do comment below. I'd love to hear what area of life this is for you and resonating for you. And Pisces, we have house 8. Okay, this is karma. This is transformation. This is facing fears. Okay, I just feel like this is, for many of you, this is it's not really about your career or finances. It's not even about your one-on-one relationships. It's your relationship to yourself, like just feeling in general unfulfilled with life. Like it's just not, you aren't where you thought you would be or wanted to be, and you're undergoing some transformation. You're releasing karma. You are facing your fears and letting them go, and that's, so anything, I feel almost like it's the things that inside that were holding you back. And that's what this challenging obstacles was creating this apathy for you in life. So it's that self-doubt, right? That's a fear. It's that lack of confidence, that lack of faith, that fear of being judged by others if you take a different path than the one that's expected of you. And I feel like this is what you have, what you're moving away from, and you've decided you've had enough of. And instead, you are finding your own emotional fulfillment by connecting to your inner self and finding yourself. And also listening to your intuition more and using your intuition to help guide you in this change and transition. So that's what I'm really seeing for you, Pisces. I hope that's resonating. Again, be sure to comment below. I'd love to hear how that is playing out. I'm going to pull one more card. So this is a Mystic Forest Oracle card. And just for a final message, just to wrap things up, and you have embodiment. So now is the time to make your mark in the world. Yeah. You decide what feels right for you. Embody your leadership power and create your world out of your deepest desires. That completely sums that up. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Pisces. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, click on that notification bell, and I will see you next week. Take care. So I hope everyone enjoyed the readings this week. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you found value in this week's video. If you enjoyed the reading, found it informative, fun, or both, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to check out my free weekly tutorials, and the link is here, as well as subscribing to my channel. Take care.